Why is it so loud? Ha ha ha. Are we live? Oh, let me start on Twitch too. Yes, I think we are live. I mean, I can check. Let me go to my YouTube. Check if I'm live or not. View your channel. Am I? Yes. Ha ha ha! Fantastic. I'm not going to use my camera today. Hello, everyone. My name is Torrin Atkinson. I am an artist. I'm an illustrator. I'm a guy who draws things. I'm a dungeon master. I'm a voice actor. I'm a storyboard artist. I'm a musician. I'm a weirdo. I'm a freak. I'm a loser. And today, I'm going to be live streaming my drawing for a client. I have the client's permission to live stream and promo the project. It's called... What is it called? I know this. Hungry Village. And it's an adventure for swords and wizardry, which is basically first edition or basic Dungeons and Dragons. It's one of those old school Renaissance games. And he has commissioned me to do 5 illustrations for his upcoming book, which I'm very excited about. And it's very weird. It's a weird adventure where you're. I mean, I don't want to give spoilers, but hey, Darren's here. Welcome. Hey, Darren, when you get a chance, let me know if you can hear the music in the background, or if it's too quiet, or if it's too loud, and or if I'm too quiet and too loud. I have my fan on as well. Hopefully, that's not interfering with the audio in any way. So what we're looking at here is this is my original concept sketch for this room, which is the adventurers are going through this this dungeon, this maze, this cave, which is inside a monster, I think. And there is a room with kind of like naked people. Well, let me read the description. That might be helpful, actually. I can do that, I think. I think I have it right here. Section of a cavern wall in which incubating pods holds shadowy humans who are being grown as they float in the fluid. So that's fun. So this was my concept sketch to get approval before I started on the final. So actually, I guess we can change this to white. Let's change this to white. I can hear the music and no fan noise. Fantastic. I mean, not fantastic. Get it? Okay. All right. So we're going to try to get within the blue lines here, I think. Right? It's 4.5 point bigger, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to use this as my... Oh, no. I want to get rid of that. I'm going to use this as my... I'm going to make a new layer. This is going to be my blue layer because I just like to use blue. I'm gonna find a brush that I like. We're gonna say, I feel like Rusty Nib 3 is a safe bet, and we're gonna start it at 30. Rusty Nib 30, and we're let's just dig in. Let's dig in. I kind of wanted, maybe what I'll do. I'm going to separate. I'll just redraw. So I do want to have this guy in the middle, and then I want these guys to be cut off. So this is the new... Oh, come on now. It's the new borders here, because my sketch was not exactly... my sketch was not exactly the correct dimensions. It was just concept sketch. So I knew I'd be doing... So let's make it, I don't know. I don't want to use the word vaginal, but maybe yonic. And then let's have more, these guys more like cut off. And this one is the centerpiece dude. I like the pose. I've got here. I feel good about the poses that I've made. Maybe they should be smaller. If they're growing, they should be less big than the characters, or than the adventuring group, who is looking on in disgust and horror. Yeah. So, and I grabbed me some references, which let's go through now. So I found this knight on Sketchfab. I'm not just going to trace over him, but I want to get him more or less the correct size and angle. Kind of looks like he's looking up, and I want to give him a pole arm. So I grabbed the pole arm as well, and let's scale that down to the correct size. And he's just holding that pole arm. Maybe, gosh, pole arms are quite long though, aren't they? Maybe like, it'd be nice if it was like pointing in the middle. But I don't want anything, I don't really want anything in the bottom middle area. So let's just pretend. We may have to fudge the, but we'll put that there for now. Maybe I'll draw over that for the, just so I don't forget that it's there. Right. Right. Pole arm. And he'd be holding that pole arm. There he is. Look at that guy. What a guy. Best knight. And then this one, I kind of want to, I feel like I want to have like an elf wizard over here. It'd be nice if she's female. I mean, the knight could also be female. Who knows? But I happen to have, where's my Talia? Where's my Talia? This is my Talia. I took them as a reference for a different art job, but I think we can adapt it for this as well. Let me just get the angles right. Like something like that. Something like that. I don't love that design for the what do you call it? Lantern. The lantern. But Darren, how's Darren doing? How's D-Ron doing this fine Friday morning? I took the day off work. Took a sick day. Because I'm so sick. Oh my god, my throat. You guys. And now I'm doing freelance work. So, do I want to give... I feel like that's pretty good. I do kind of want to look up a vintage... Let's look up vintage lantern. See if we can find something more appropriate. Yeah, I think that's the one, right? This one. Can I just grab the... I just want to grab... I don't want to... Damn your eyes. I don't want... Oh my god. Images? It's giving me all the sponsored images, which is not what I want. If one was lit up, that would be cool. Here's one. This looks modern too. Damn it, I'm having a hard time. Medieval? What if I put medieval in this? Medieval lantern. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's do that. All right, I found one. Guys, I found one. I'm just going to assume it's correct. It's authentic. But let's drop it in here. I mean, it looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Hanging on to it like that. Oh, is that the right size? Is that too big, too small? I'm going to try to finish. I mean, I don't think I'm going to finish the I think I should have a ring at the top, right? Anyway. We got to do a bunch of... we can get all the figures in place, and then the challenge is really going to be the lighting. Because if the lantern is the only source of lighting, which may or may not be true, then that will dictate how everything else gets drawn. I'm going to change my layer from black to blue. So I can see. So there's... that's fine. Lantern, let's make that a ring. And that's all hunky-dory. Cool. Yeah. Right? right? Let me take a look. Let me get rid of this. Maybe make the foreground characters a bit bigger. Let's get rid of this. This is my lantern layer. Let's label that so I don't forget it. And make it yellow because that is the color of my reference layer. So let's take this, make it a bit bigger, I guess. Now I should have made my border on a different layer. Push a little closer to the edge. I can't push this guy close to the edge because he's got that stupid pole arm. Oh, you make me so mad with your pole arm. All right, but we can make him bigger. Make him bigger. Oh, he's a big guy. Now his pole arm is pointing directly at the head of the proto-human. Okay. I'm still in recovery mode from a Yankers Away incident. Wisdom tooth extraction. Ouch, jeez. Yes, indeed. Do I have a cold? Coldish? Yes, I'm very cold in my heart and inside. I'm whacked out on goofballs right now. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Wisdom tooth extraction. I had that done when I was a younger human than I am today. So I guess the question is, do I want to have this reference up? And how do I want to do that? Maybe I'm going to make a copy of it. Duplicate layer. Sure. I'm going to hide this copy. And then let's use what I drew already, so I'm not just making more work for myself. And let's just stretch it out. Stretch it out. But now it makes them too big. So maybe I just, maybe I'm not going to cut them off in the middle of that. I think I'll cut this guy off, but I'll leave the guy on the left more because I want to have that. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start drawing. And it's going to be fun. Should I do, oops, wrong layer. Wrong layer, douchebag. All right, undo. This is my layer, the blue layer. Yup, got a blue layer. Did you ever see the movie, what's it called? It's a Coen Brothers movie. It's, God, why can't, it was one of my favorite movies. It looks like characters used homunculus shopping. Yes. Good one. What's the name of the, Finding Forrester is coming to mind, but that is absolutely not. Oh, I'm on blue. I don't want to be in blue. I just want to be in black. Okay, so. Okay, so the light. I'm going to draw this right now. I'm going to draw it in yellow. Right, yes, that's a fine yellow. And I'm just going to make a different layer. I'm going to make the layer yellow. And then, why is it not drawing in yellow? Because oh my god, that's such a terrible yellow. Brighter. This is the yellow I want. This is the light source. L is for light. Okay? Alright, we got that clear? No, not Fargo. Not Barton Fink. The one with the hula hoop. Where he gets a job. Mossberger. It's that one with Tim Robbins and what's her face from Duckman, not Duckman, Howard the Duck. Okay, so now I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna properly draw. I'm gonna select all this. I'm gonna make it all blue. And hopefully I'm not going to screw myself over. Maybe I make a new layer. Maybe I change this to violet. I make a new layer. The blue layer is the new blue layer. And this is what I'm drawing now. For real. Hudsucker Proxy. The Hudsucker Proxy is the name of the I want to make them. I'm not even going to give them ears. No, not Big Lebowski. It's Hudsucker Proxy. Let's see how this works. This is human, I guess. Human. Feel like that's. And the legs. This is the knee. I'm drawing naked people. Foot. And no, just a suggestion of digits. Because they're not formed. They're not formed yet, right? Maybe I should share this with the person that I'm, the client. YouTube. Sorry if you're getting view your channel. We're listening to some Mazinger right now. And then I go to my Gmail. Client. Oh, now I'm getting feedback. That's fine. I'll just turn it off. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, great. All right. And we decided this was a lady, a pod lady. Do you know what Mazinger is? Does anyone know what Mazinger is? Ankles. We can have ankles. That's fine. Why not? And then that would be all here. So it's gonna be some harsh shadows, and making it look like they're in pods is gonna be a little bit of a challenge, I think. I hope this song isn't copyrighted. North by Northwest. Homunculus in Progress is the name of my autobiography. I'm not super happy with how this is turning out so far, but we're gonna keep rolling. We want to get make it look like this is kind of a semi-fluid. Not sure how this is gonna work, but we're just gonna keep drawing. Oh yeah, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pause this homunculus. There's little digits, little proto digits there. I'm gonna pause this homunculus because, yeah, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna stop drawing because I need to draw that pole arm. We need to sort out the pole arm. Let's do the pole arm on a whole different level. My God, this pole arm's on a whole different level. It really seems too big / small. It looks like, because pole arms are super long, but I'm just gonna cheat it for the purposes of composition. Let's do this. All right. Making another layer. I am just gonna let's get that pole arm. Let's I am gonna trace. Some people say tracing is cheating, and I say sure. If that's what you'd like to say, then you can say that. And then that'll go down there somewhere. And then that'll go down there. And then I just wanted to get that pole arm settled before I draw the rest of this, because that is really going to. So this is let's go over that layer. Right? We don't want to draw. We don't want it to be confusing. Yeah. Cool. Add some hashing here. Okay, so now I can continue on with my homunculus. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe a little bit of definition on the muscle to sell that it's that it is in fact a human. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like I made my... no, I didn't. I feel like I want to get more detail in there, but I have to remember this is going to be a quarter-page illustration, so it's going to be like... I mean, this doesn't translate for people watching right now, but I'm looking at it like it's going to be that big, so we don't need a lot of detail because it's going to get lost. Because it's I'm doing the 600 DPI, and that might mean something to some of you. But probably not everyone. Let's make the head a little bit smaller. And then there will be like the shadow from the head coming up. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of... mucking about right now. I feel like this is all fine. Pod. Cave labia. Labia or labia? I say labia. Defensive pass interference. Proto people. Does that look like something? I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. Let me check my original sketch. See how we're doing here. Yeah, so this should be like make a... should look like it's filled with liquid, which is going to be really challenging. Quite challenging, I think. Some flippers. Gross. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. No, I don't like that. I'll come back to that. Let's get the next pod person going. Actually, let's do this business here. Nice thick lines because this is going to be in deep, deep shadow. Deep, deep shadow. Let's save my work. That seems like a good thing to do. Saving. Something like that. What else is new? I'm selling some magic cards on the internet. So if you need magic cards, I can help you with that. How's the, are you in the dating scene, Darren? Is that a thing that's really happening? Something like that. Bruce Campbell was in Hudsucker. Yes, he sure was. Did a great job, too. Let's, no, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Feel like everything down here is going to be dark. I'll just put an X there. Do I want to draw my knight? Let's draw my knight. Sure, why not? Let's get rid of this gray. Is that going to... No. Can't do it that way. I have to do it this way. I really like this pose. It's just naturally in the 3D model. But let's... should I do it on the polearm layer? I mean, some of the polearm isn't on the polearm layer, but let's just do the knight on a different layer. Make him blue too. I know I'm gonna mess it up, but that's fine. I like his little... Ooh, what happened? Why can't I draw? So we got this line coming down here. Wop 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 wop. Love this guy. He's got the plates. The plates. We're just drawing what we're seeing. We're doing my high school art teacher told me to do. You draw what you see, not what you know, because what you know could be wrong. So I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best. Let me make my purple layer a little less obnoxious. Okay. How does it work? So we got this thing. I'm just drawing some guidelines here. This comes out here. That's going to come around like that. It's all very well and good. And this is... and we're not going to see all of his arm down here because he's holding the pole arm in a way that's slightly different than the pose on this dude. But we can definitely get that back in there. And once we can take a look and see how happy we are. I feel like his fin isn't finny enough. Or maybe his head is too heady. Maybe that's the problem. Right, and then... Well, let's do that. Hello, Mr. Knight, Mr. Knigget. Remembering that the light is coming directly to his right. So the shading is going to be much different than on the 3D model. Little center line here with some texture. Why not? Dun 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 dun. And it's weird. I guess that's his visor. I was gonna say his ear things, but it's not his ear thing. It's a visor thing. Let's go ahead and block in the shadows here, and then I'll just use my eraser to get those bolts. Get those bolts in. Another bolt here. I think it's working all right. Got this. Dun, 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 dun. It's got a lip, as they usually do. A lip here and a little lip at the top. So let's get that nice and dark. Nice and dark. Oh, I just spit on my Cintiq. Luckily, that didn't translate to the live stream. As I said at the top, how are we doing for time? 12:19. We'll continue this for a few more minutes. I'm going to fudge some stuff here. That's fine. I'm not using my... what do you call it? What do you call it? What am I not using? Not using my webcam because it's a little warm and I didn't feel like wearing a shirt. So picture that if you like. Oh, there's a different layer. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. We need a nice little halo around the pike or the halberd or whatever the hell it is to define it more properly. I feel like this guard on the knight's suit isn't reading as a guard, it's just reading as a weird shape. So maybe I'll just erase it and pretend that it was never there. And then we won't worry about it. I don't think anyone will complain. Yes, it is classic Flintstones background music by the amazing composer Hoyt Curtin, who also did. Well, he did Battle of the Planets. He did Johnny Quest, I believe. Although you will find Johnny Quest credited, the Johnny Quest music will be credited on official publications as Hanna and Barbera doing the music. But that is not even remotely true. Don't believe the hype. That's just a contract thing. Let's get these shadows in here. I think Mr. Knight is coming out all right. Mr. Knight, you're doing all right. So this is going to be nice and bright because it's right next to the light source. So we can just add some texture on there. And I think we're good. I think we're almost done the night, so that's nice. This is like his. This should really just be completely black, but just get some texture in there. And then this should also probably be more or less completely black, but let's see what we can do. Somebody messaged me or possibly sent me an email. I heard the ding, but I can't check it right now. I'm busy. Some texture on around the edge. I can put that here too. Do I want to do anything down here? I feel like I don't. So he's holding it, and then this is all just going to be, as I said, that should be in a different layer though. This is all black. The blackness. My friends, the blackness. Let's draw the borders. And then I guess you will see the halberd, maybe a little bit. I'm trying to follow the lines down. Just right there, maybe just a little bit of a highlight there. And I think once we finish this pauldron, is that what they're called? We should be done with the silly English Knigget. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we're good. Let's remove that layer. Let's move that layer. I think, we got this weird business going on here. All right, let me fix that. Just some extra hash on that. I feel like this might need a little bit of, I don't know. It's art, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the halberd's not really reading, but that may just be the way it is. I'll decide later. Save. Let's do pod person number 2. Pod person number 2. Let me move pod person, the rough sketch down to where I had it. Should I make him more twisted? I feel like I could. Let me get rid of my purple layer. Don't think I need it for this. I'll go for another maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll pause because I gotta go do a thing. I gotta take the dog out for starters. It's not a halberd, it's a halibut. Oh my god. I think you might be right. I think you're onto something there. It's just a mess. Just a suggestion of eyes. Or proto-humans. I don't like any of that. I'm gonna start again. We hates it, precious. Malformed. Let's draw the eyes would be there. Nose would be there. Be an open mouth. There's more light on this guy. Should I give him ears? I really want to give him ears, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it. And then he's got the shadow as well. The shadow nose. I guess that kind of looks like a bit like a thing. Maybe just give him a little bit of delineation, definition. Not too much. Monica, hello, welcome. How's Monica on this funny Friday? Proto hands. I'm drawing something weird today. Weird. Which is the way just the way I like it. Just little proto hands. I am away in toasty Winterpeg. How toasty is it in Winterpeg? What's the mosquito index there? Just drew that for myself. Don't want to make too many bone shapes. But I think some bone shapes will be helpful to people to figure out what this is. What the heck they're looking at? What the heck am I looking at right now? Something like that. I just want to fix something over here that's bothering me. Yep. Okay. Good enough. Let's get those legs. This one's got his legs in the middle. Proto hand, you can't fool me. He took the ring to Mordor. Oh, I see what you mean. Not Frodo. No, not Frodo hand. Proto hand. Like, this is all going to be in darkness, so you're not really going to see it. I guess I could put like a rib cage. There's the xiphoid process right there. You can look that one up if you don't believe me. Ribs. Proto ribs. I mean, they just look like regular ribs. Maybe I'll just do... something like that. Something's going on there. I don't know what. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. And then the dongle would be in this area. It's the dongle area. Proto feet. Not super great at drawing feet. I don't think I'm like Liefeld level of scaredy feet. Okay. Get that heavy shadow in there. And yeah, I think that's good. Right? Does that look right? So Light source is here. I'll be pointing that way. Maybe I did it too much, aiming to the left. My brush is grittier than my eraser, so anytime I erase something, I gotta get a clean line, which is not what I'm looking for. And then don't know how to draw a cave yoke. That's not right. I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm gonna erase all of this. It should be like, I don't know, look translucent, right? I hate that. I hate it. Don't like it at all. Yeah. Let me just draw less here because this is where the light is coming from. Your facts, your figures. I think this is working. You know, the long strokes. The long strokes make it look like they're in a pod. Is that working? Let's zoom out. I went to school with Hal Bird. Nice guy. Did his sister Robin. Robin Bird. Oh, I see. I kind of want him to be less. Oof. Let me try something. I'm going to save my work. I think we're going to end, but I just want to try something. I might save this until. But what if we made him, oops, more uppy downy? Would that be helpful or hurtful? I feel like it's helpful. Let's put him right in the middle. Maybe a little bit lower than the other two. Yeah. Yes. Okay, that's working. I'm happy with that. All right, and then the other guy will be over here. Like, pretty much like what I've drawn. Hands across, hands akimbo, and legs also akimbo. That's not what akimbo means, is it? Akimbo would be like that, right? And if legs were akimbo, it would be like that. Anyway, that's fun. Thanks for joining me. I will continue this at a later time. I think it's coming together. And have a great rest of your Friday. Thanks for tuning in, Darren and Monica. Sorry it's been so long since I drew. I can get rid of my night reference now. And I look forward to this. I'll give you a sneak preview while I'm here of some of the other artworks that are coming. Here's a cave full of faces. That's the rough that I did for that one. Here is a gnome that's all covered in spores and mites. That's the rough I did that one. Here is a dryad in a tree, kind of a spooky tree. This is going to be like a half-page vertical, so it's going to be thinner than that. And then the last one, here is the cave that looks like the roof of your mouth, or like spine. It's very H.R. Giger-ish, which is great because I like H.R. Giger. So that was the preview. Happy civic holiday on Monday, whatever it is. I don't know, BC Day, Family Day, who cares?